Can you tell us a little bit about your storied background at UD Trucks?
I've been with UD Trucks since 1989. I started off as a development engineer. At the time it was the 60% local content in the product. So I started off as a development engineer doing the drivelines with the old ADE engines. So I've been with the company over 27 years, 27 and a half years. And I must say, UD, I'm passionate about UD, and I'm sure that the future is bright and we're moving in the right direction. We've been through a lot of challenges, but I think we are well on track to make a success of the UD business in South Africa.
And that transition from Nissan Diesel to UD Trucks, can you chat a bit about that?
Well, that was basically, to us, it was more like a name change. It wasn't really a big change. It was a lot better in the sense of a dedicated truck company and not part of the light vehicles anymore. For South Africa, it was a huge benefit going on our own. We could make our own decisions, we could bring in our own products, we could do our own planning, and it was the best for us, and it was also the best for the customers and the best for the dealers. So that's why it was quite important to change over to UD Trucks.
And the current restructuring to make it more brand centric instead of the group?
Well, it's also a very good changeover because the brand must carry the brand. People must carry the brand in the countries. So it's not part of, let's say, a shared organization with the group. Although we know the group is also here, it's a lot better for us because we can make our own decisions and we can sort of do what is important for the brand and for our customers. So that's the most important thing, and I think that's the good thing. I must say the support from the Volvo Group in South Africa was always good, but it's just better to be a dedicated truck company for UD. And then also, it's more like the reporting line. That's the important side of it. You cannot report to Europe and get your support from Japan.
Yeah.
So reporting now to Japan is just a lot better because they understand the market a lot better. The Japanese influence in South Africa, it's just confidence in the brand and the Japanese brand. So that's why it's good to have the support from there, and we're reporting there. That was a very good change for us.
Well, what are some of the lessons about the very efficient way the Japanese approach manufacturing in terms of our local production?
Well, our truck's coming from Roseland, so it doesn't matter. The Japanese impact is still there, and the way of work is still the same because it was always separate plants. The Volvo is manufactured in Durban and UD Trucks is manufactured or assembled in Roseland, and with the Japanese influence, so that is well on track.
Absolutely. And the success of the Quest, what's that, about almost 2 years it's been out, what's the feedback from the market?
Well, more and more customers realize it's a good offering. It's a very good product, especially for the more robust applications, and more and more people realize it's a good offering. It's suitable for the country's needs and the off-road especially. And we've sorted out a few things over the last year, and now it's picking up now that we've done a lot of campaigns on it, and quality has been sorted out. So I think the Quest is here now to grow and to show customers the benefit in that product, which is very good value for money. What you pay and what you get out of it is a good balance that you're getting, and the customers start to realize that. And it all goes around running cost, and I think we're getting that.
Total cost of ownership.
Total cost of ownership is very good, and that's the important factor.
And a very big factor is Euro 5 and 6 engines. When are we likely to see those in the country? And the fuel problem?
It's planned for 2023, but My feeling is it's going to be implemented a little bit earlier, because the fuel companies, I believe, and the OEs will drive that process, and they will push for better fuels and to be available all over the country. If you think about it, Gauteng has got 10 ppm all over. Metropolitan areas got 10 ppm. So the moment you talk about 10 ppm, you're already on track to bring in at least Euro 5. So I believe it will happen a little bit earlier. It's happening already that people selling Euro 5 product in the country, but it's going to come. And it's a risk to sell it now because the used value of that is not so good. So you need to revert back to the Euro 3 when you sell it, especially into Africa.
Yeah.
So
what's the outlook for Africa?
As much as we want to drive that process to bring it in earlier, we've got the government driving that towards 2023. That's one thing, and then the other thing, the fuel companies, they're also driving to get better fuels. So you need to find a balance. But I believe that it will grow going forward, and yeah, by 2020 you're going to be able to sell a lot of Euro 5.
And could you put a percentage of how much saving that could be approximately for a customer upgrading to the new engine?
Well, unfortunately it's not a big saving, because cleaner fuels is just going green, which is good for the world and it's good for the environment. So unfortunately, when you go to Euro spec, you will get price increases. It will be more expensive, but the market must ask for it, and the market must drive it, and then you go for that. But it's not really a huge saving, I would say. It's going to be more or less the same. But I also see that there's ways and means of making it still attractive for the customers to be competitive and in line with the offering that we have now.
Exactly. And growing exports out of South Africa, how can we increase that manufacturing base?
Well, you have to be KD in Kenya. That's the bottom line. I mean, going to 70%, over 70%, all the duties and excise and VAT and all of that is just not viable to take CBU vehicles to Kenya. Truck tractors, yes, it's 10% duties, so that you can still take to Kenya. But the answer going forward is purely KD. You gotta go KD. And that's what we're looking at. So we're busy with that project. And then also because of Kenya having common arrangements, common customs around Kenya to Tanzania, Uganda and the other countries. So that's the aim, is when you get Kenya up and running, you get a lot of countries with it. That's why we're looking at a distributor that's got the right mindset to sort of take Kenya and take it outside Kenya also. And that's what we're busy with now.
Absolutely. And 2017 key industries, do you think are going to be growth areas for you?
Well, we see only the construction side that's going to grow maybe slightly. And I'm very positive about our offering, because we've got quite a wide range of vehicles. And with that we also enter some areas in the market where we didn't have product in the past. And that's good news for us, because we're taking some business, we're getting some business from other areas also. So I see that we can grow the market share a little bit, and also increase our market penetration, and with increase the market, the customer base. That's the most important thing, to sell more trucks. That's what we're here for, and to sell profitable transport solutions to our customers.
And when you sell trucks, how do you sell the UD brand to new clients?
Well, it's overall a good offering, and with the way we're going forward with all the telematics and the offering of finance solutions, I think that's the way to go. And we've improved that quite a lot. We've got a very good relationship with Westbank, and we step in there and we make things happen. And I must say, they're supporting us very well. So going forward, our offering will remain very good, and especially with the new products coming in, we are very positive that we will go.
And the medium segment's been very good for you guys. What's it going to take you to get to top spot there?
Well, I can't share a lot around that, but you can look at my smile.
Things are coming.
Things are coming. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks for your time.
A little bit more time.
Great stuff. Thanks.